Hey, and welcome to Heartspeed Warriors Forum. I'm Jennifer Chappelle, and this video is in a completely different format than I typically do. I hope that you enjoy it. It's just a mashup of a bunch of stuff I've been thinking about this week. Let me know what you think. Hey peeps. Alright, so this is another drop. It's loud. The fan be crazy. But I just want to come in here and tell y'all, one, be real people, okay? It ain't nothing wrong with being just who you are, so just be you. That's what I keep trying to teach on this channel. Don't hide, from nobody. Is it bright like that? Let me turn this way. Y'all can see me, I can't see you. But listen, I just wanted to come in real quick and say this to y'all. One of the things that we tend to lose as we get older is our vision for the purpose that we had when we was younger. When somebody asked you what you wanted to be when you were 3 years old, you knew you wanted to be a fireman. You knew you wanted to be an astronaut. When you was 10, you knew you wanted to be a policeman. You knew you wanted to be a nurse. You knew you wanted to go be president of the United States. You knew that there was something about you that was bigger than just you. You wanted to live a life of purpose to help somebody else. When you was 15, you started to doubt some of the things that you wanted to be, but you still had vision. And you wanted to do something that was much more than just you, so you started digging into what career path that would be. You started looking at what colleges that might look like. When you was 18 and you graduated, you didn't know what in the world you was going to do with yourself. You just knew what school you was about to go to and spend the next 4 years of your life trying to figure it out. And that's cool. And that's all right. And if some of y'all are in that space right now, first off, congratulations to the class of 2020. Coronavirus didn't hold you down. You still graduated, and we all still super proud of y'all. But here's the business. By the time you get out of college, somebody's going to say to you, all right, dude, what you going to do with your life? And guess what? At that point, you got to know what it is you're going to do with your life. And I'm not saying you got to know what you're going to do forever, but you got to know what kind of job you're going to go get. Now, walking out of college with a college degree right now might mean that you don't do nothing because of the way the job market is set up, but it also don't mean that you ain't got to do nothing. You can step down into your purpose and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just walk off onto somewhere and say to yourself, I got to do something with my life. And then figure out what that look like. If that look like working at McDonald's for a year or two, well, then that's what it's about, working at McDonald's a year or two. If it don't mean working at McDonald's a year or two because you got a perfect plan in mind, then go ahead and put that plan in place. Now, what I want you to remember, though, is by the time you get to be 25, 26, 27, by the time you hit 30, somebody's going to ask you, hey, man, what's your purpose? Not just what you want to do in life, not just what you want to be, not just who you thought you was, but what's your purpose? What's your plan? And here's the thing. From the time you was 5 years old, that plan probably got a little shoddy. That purpose got buried up under some other stuff. You done had some trauma. You done had some trials. You done had some tribulations. Them T's be just rolling up on you. It's crazy how they do that. But let me tell you, that purpose, that plan, that vision, it's still there. You just got to dig for it. You just got to reach way down inside and say to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to let the world, I'm not going to let the trouble, I'm not going to let the time that has passed, I'm not going to let all the kinks and the people that keep trying to tell me that I ain't never going to be nothing, ain't never going to be nobody, and don't have a purpose and plan, to tell me that I'm not going to have it. Because from when you was 3, when you was 5, when you was 7, you knew that your life had a purpose that was bigger than just you. So listen to me, and listen real good. Keep pushing towards you what your purpose and what your plan is. And if you ain't exactly sure what it is, if you don't quite know what it's going to be, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start working on how to find our purpose. That's what we're going to do right here on Heartspeed. We're going to start learning how to find our purpose. Because guess what, boo-boos? Y'all are important to me. And I want to make sure that every single one of y'all have a vision, that every single one of y'all got a purpose, that every single one of y'all got a plan to accomplish every single goal that you ever had in mind for your whole entire life. Guess why? Guess why? Guess why? Because what I want to do and what you want to do don't have to be the same. But what I want to do and what you want to do is just as important, because the world needs both. All right, y'all. I love y'all. That's what we're going to start getting into this year. Mwah. Every moment this week was a beautiful one, but that doesn't mean there weren't some tears. So I wanted just to come in because I was thinking about something and I didn't want to miss the moment. Listen, guys. Can't always be the things that you wish. Some things in life are beautiful and whimsical, and we want so much to be a part of what we see as the fringe part of life that's aloof and easy, but we can't always be what we wish we were. But you can be what you are. And what you are is just as beautiful as what you wish. We just have to change our perspective. We have to fix what we see in ourselves. We have to stop looking out our window and wishing that we were something different. Not to say that you can't strive for something else, because you should. You should push yourself to move forward. If you're not completely satisfied with what you have in front of you, you should make the change, make the push to get to the places you want to be. But don't diminish what you are now while you're busy wishing for something else. What you are now is just as important as what you were, because what happened to you and what was in your life made you who you are now. And that's just as important as what you're going to be later. So while you're dreaming, and while you're hoping, and while you're praying for what you want your life to look like, don't let those dreams make you sad. Let them inspire you and motivate you to do the things that scare you in order to achieve those goals and those dreams. But at the same time, don't doubt what you are now, and don't belittle what you are now. Celebrate what you are now, because you've conquered your past. You've overcome those obstacles. You have become the great version of yourself that you are today. And a new version is on the way tomorrow. Just like I always tell you, you're a great version of you today, and an even greater and a better version is on the way tomorrow. But enjoy and celebrate the great version that you are today. I love you guys. Hey there. So I'm just sitting here waiting for Roger to get home, and I was just thinking that one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou is when she talks about being a rainbow in someone else's cloud. And I wanted to kind of modify that. That's a really good one for me, because it reminds me that people are going through things and you have no idea what those things are, and they really don't need your BS on top of it. They don't need your attitude on top of it. So remember to try to bring some sunshine to someone else's day, bring some color to someone else's day. But here at Heart Speak, I want to talk about being a spark for somebody else, just for a quick second, because this video, as you can tell, is already kind of unorthodox. It's bits and pieces of my thoughts throughout the week. I think I'm just gonna call these like mishmash mashups or whatever. But be a spark for somebody else. Take the time to figure out what people like, what people enjoy, what makes people happy, what they're passionate about, and try to spark that passion in them. Try to spark that happiness in them. Try to be that place that they come to for those moments of pure joy. Nothing else but to, even if it's just simply being around you because you are so spirited and you're so bubbly. Even if it's nothing more than just giving somebody 2 minutes of your day, smiling at them, telling them that they're amazing. Whatever it is, just give those people around you that are in your circle of influence a spark, just a little one. Sometimes we need it. Sometimes we can't generate our own. Sometimes we don't have enough fire down on the inside to generate our own. So help somebody generate their spark, or be a spark for somebody. Be the reason that somebody is happy today. Be the reason somebody chose not to sit around in their bathrobe today. Be the reason that they got up, moved around, all because of you. And maybe it was just a text message, a simple hello, maybe a phone call, maybe you sent them an email, maybe you sent them a funny meme. Whatever it is, help the people around you find those sparks. I think it's important. All right, one more. I just thought about this before I go in the house. Let me flip this around. Let me show y'all my audience. You know what? I always get terrible at flipping this around when I got it on video. So anyway, it ain't important. But this my audience though. Y'all see them? Y'all checking them out? They watching me. So anyway, look. Before I go back in the house, before I head back in, look, this just hit me. This is what I want. I want y'all to remember this. There are some people who don't want you to do the things that you set out to do. There's some people that have tried to take your dream from you. There are some people who have decided that this is not the time for you to rise to the top. And you want to know why? Because they scared. They scared to walk in their own vision. They're afraid that if they tell somebody what their dreams are, they're never going to accomplish them. Because guess what? When you tell somebody what it is that you want to do, you have to actually manifest that thing. And I'm not saying that you got to go out there and become a superstar, that you got to be rich by the end of the year. I'm not even saying that you got to finish whatever you get started on. But if you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to go to school, they expect eventually you're going to get an application together. Eventually you're going to apply to some school and go. If you tell somebody, hey, I'm unhappy with the job I'm at, they're not saying you gotta leave your job. I wouldn't recommend nobody leave their job until they have another one in place. But eventually somebody's gonna ask you, how's that job search going? Have you put in any applications? Have you even looked for somewhere else to be at? What that means is when you decide on your future, what it is that you want to do, and you start sharing that vision with people, eventually somebody's going to ask you where the fruit is at. Where's the fruit? Where's the results? Where is the fruits of your labor? Where is the proof that you actually working on this vision that you say? Somebody say, if you're going to write a book, well, you ain't got to put it all together. I'm not saying you're going to write it right now, but come on, put your table of contents together. You got a title. You got maybe an idea, a skeleton. Did you brainstorm some stuff? That's all I'm saying. Sometimes it ain't about putting it all together at once before you tell somebody about it. You can tell people. Sometimes telling people motivates you to get it done. Sometimes telling people makes you feel like you have an accountability partner sitting there trying to get you to do what you said you was going to do. Not trying to judge you, not trying to make you feel bad about it, but somebody standing there saying, hey, listen, you said you was going to do this. Did you even get started? Did you decide? Sometimes people say about that whole journey of 1,000 miles or whatever it is starts with the first step. You're absolutely right. It starts with that first step. So here's the business. If you want to tell me what your dream is, you want to tell me what it is that you want to do this year between now and December, you want to tell me what it is you want to accomplish, or what project it is you want to get started on, what goal it is that you want to get going in 2020 so that in 2021 you can manifest it. You tell me what it is. You put it in the comments, and I personally will hold you accountable for that. All right, y'all, I love y'all. Not holding you accountable for getting it done, but definitely holding you accountable for getting it started. All right, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming by Heartspeed. I know this video is kind of everywhere because I put a whole bunch of videos together in one spot, but I did that because there was a lot of stuff that I thought about throughout the week, 2-3 minutes at a time. And depending on if y'all like this format, because I know people got short attention spans. That's the other thing. I realized that somebody ain't gonna sit down and listen to 10 minutes worth of nothing, because nobody got that kind of time and they got an attention span no more. They want to hear something quick. They want to get in. They want to get out. So I think if I do 2-3 minutes at a time on one subject, then drop another 2-3 minutes at a time on another subject, it might actually hold y'all attention. Y'all might actually watch the whole video. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all are the greatest people. Thank you for coming by Heartspeed. I'm so glad that you're part of the family. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I can't tell you that enough. And if nobody else tell you they love you, I love you. The tribe is always present. But anyway, don't nobody else tell you they love you. I love you. I think you are the greatest version of yourself today, and an even greater version is coming tomorrow. I love y'all. I will see you right back here on the next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and definitely hit that notification button so that you can get notified when there's new content. All right, y'all, I'm out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's super important for the channel. I want to see us grow. I want to see us add more family members. Be sure to invite people in that you think can use these messages. And if you like this new format, I'll be sure to stick to it, because I realized, like I said, not everybody's equipped to sit down and listen to somebody do a diatribe for 10 minutes. But 3 or 4 minutes at a time, they can handle. All right, guys, I love you. Mwah. I'll see you on the next one.